In September 2022, NASA did something that had never been done before in the history of human civilization. We deliberately crashed a spacecraft into an asteroid on purpose to see if we could protect Earth from a future collision. It worked. But here's the thing no one is talking about. The side effects were so strange, so unexpected, that scientists are now rethinking everything they thought they knew about planetary defense. And some of those side effects, they're still happening right now, as we speak. I'm your host, and welcome back to Space 2 Theories, where we don't just tell you what happened in space, we tell you why it matters to every human being on this planet. Let's start from the beginning, because to understand the side effects, you need to understand the mission itself. The target was a small asteroid moon called Dimorphos, about 160 meters wide, roughly the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza, orbiting a larger asteroid called Didymos. Neither of these posed any threat to Earth. They were chosen specifically because of that, perfect test subjects with no consequences if something went wrong. On September 26, 2022, the DART spacecraft collided with Dimorphos at around 14,000 miles per hour, about 6.8 million miles from Earth. The goal was simple: shorten Dimorphos's orbital period around Didymos by at least 73 seconds. The collision shortened Dimorphos's orbit by 32 minutes, massively exceeding the success threshold. Mission accomplished, right? Well, yes. But then the data started coming back, and scientists started scratching their heads. Here's where things get genuinely weird. When NASA's DART spacecraft collided with Dimorphos, the moon was significantly deformed, creating a large crater and reshaping it so dramatically that the moon actually derailed from its original evolutionary progression. Before the impact, Dimorphos was oblate, like a slightly squished hamburger. After the impact, it became more prolate, stretched out, more like a football. That's not a small change. That's the asteroid being fundamentally reshaped by a single collision, and it gets stranger. Originally, Dimorphos was probably in a very relaxed state, with one side always pointing toward the main body, didymos, just like how Earth's moon always has one face pointing toward our planet. Now, it's knocked out of alignment, which means it may wobble back and forth in its orientation. Dimorphos might actually be tumbling, rotating chaotically and unpredictably. No one predicted it would tumble. That was not part of the plan. Now here's the side effect that has the planetary defense community genuinely concerned. When DART hit Dimorphos, it didn't just push the asteroid. It unleashed a storm of boulders into space. When NASA's DART spacecraft slammed into Dimorphos, it didn't just change the asteroid's orbit as intended. It unleashed a massive barrage of boulders that carried more than 3 times the momentum of the spacecraft itself. 3 times. The boulders that flew off carried more momentum than the entire spacecraft that hit it. And these boulders didn't scatter randomly. The resulting ejected boulders created forces in unexpected directions that could complicate future deflection efforts. The momentum from those boulders was primarily perpendicular to DART's trajectory, meaning it could have actually tilted Dimorphos's orbital plane and potentially sent the asteroid tumbling erratically. Think about what that means for planetary defense. If we ever need to do this for real, if an actual threat is heading toward Earth, and we hit it with a kinetic impactor, we might accidentally send a storm of giant boulders in completely unpredictable directions. That could make the problem worse instead of better. The orbit of Dimorphos itself also changed in ways that surprised researchers. Based on observations from Earth, DART succeeded in shrinking the orbital period of Dimorphos around Didymos by 33 minutes, nearly 5% of its original value, while also casting a plume of debris thousands of kilometers into space. But the reason it changed so much more than expected is fascinating. The change in Dimorphos's orbit was more significant than scientists predicted, largely due to the recoil effect of the ejected material. In other words, it wasn't just the spacecraft hitting the asteroid that caused the deflection, it was the explosion of material shooting out in the other direction that gave it most of the push. Like a cosmic jet engine blasting backwards. This is actually good news for future deflection attempts, but it also means our models were incomplete. The real universe is messier and more powerful than our simulations predicted. Now let's talk about something truly mind-bending that was just discovered in March 2026, barely weeks ago. Scientists examining the final images DART took before impact found something extraordinary hidden in those last frames. a team led by the University of Maryland identified bright fan-shaped streaks across the surface of Dimorphos that mark where low-velocity projectiles struck the moon after traveling from its larger companion asteroid, Didymos. Rocks were literally flying between the two asteroids, slowly, gently, like a slow-motion rock exchange between two bodies in space. And the researchers found something else. The work also provides the first visual confirmation of the YORP effect in action on a small asteroid. The YORP effect, the Yarkovsky-O'Keefe-Radzievsky-Paddock effect, is the subtle process by which sunlight pressure very slowly changes an asteroid's spin over thousands of years. For the first time ever, we've seen direct evidence of it happening. DART's final images, taken seconds before its death, gave us that discovery. Now for the question you've probably already been wondering about: could any of this debris actually reach Earth? The debris field from the impact has been studied closely. The impact generated a massive cloud of debris that formed a temporary comet-like tail. Scientists tracked this debris and confirmed it posed no threat to Earth. The Didymos system is millions of miles away. But the broader point remains. The University of Maryland-led team cautions that results demonstrate planetary defense may be considerably more complex than previously suspected, with the potential for many unintended consequences. The debris questions also matter for the next mission heading there right now. Because of all these unknowns, the European Space Agency launched a follow-up mission called Hera. Hera is the first planetary defense spacecraft developed by the European Space Agency. It was launched on October 7, 2024, and its primary mission objective is to study the Didymos binary asteroid system that was impacted in 2022 by NASA's DART spacecraft. Hera's arrival at Didymos is foreseen for autumn 2026, when the mission will enter its main science and technology demonstration phase. It's carrying two tiny CubeSats called Milani and Juventus that will fly even closer to the asteroids, study the internal structure of Dimorphos for the first time, and measure the exact mass of the asteroid, something we still don't know with precision. One of Hera's biggest challenges? Scientists are still waiting to find out when the ejected debris will clear from the system, whether Dimorphos is still tumbling in space, and when it will eventually regain its previous stability. If Dimorphos is still chaotically rotating, landing on it or even orbiting close to it becomes a very real engineering challenge. All of these side effects point to a single humbling conclusion: we need to rethink how we'd handle a real asteroid threat. Comparing DART with NASA's earlier Deep Impact mission, researchers noted that Deep Impact hit a surface of very small uniform particles, so its ejector was relatively smooth and continuous. But DART hit a surface that was rocky and full of large boulders, resulting in chaotic and filamentary structures in its ejector patterns. The surface composition of the asteroid completely changes the outcome. A one-size-fits-all planetary defense strategy simply won't work. We need to study each potential threat individually before deciding how to deflect it. Scientists are now exploring complementary techniques, gravity tractors that use a spacecraft's gravitational pull to gently nudge an asteroid over years, laser ablation that vaporizes surface material to create a tiny but persistent thrust, and even nuclear options for last resort scenarios involving very large threats. So here's the big picture. DART was a historic, unambiguous success, the very first time humanity deliberately changed the orbit of a celestial body. But the side effects revealed something deeper and more important. Space is not a simple place, and our models of asteroids were missing crucial details. Dimorphos was reshaped. It may be tumbling. It launched boulders with 3 times the spacecraft's momentum in unexpected directions. It revealed the YORP effect in action. And now ESA's Hera is en route, arriving in late 2026, to stare into the chaos DART left behind and help us finally understand what really happened down there. The universe tested our planetary defense plan, and we passed. But barely, and only because this was a practice run. The real test is still out there, waiting. If you found this video fascinating, drop a like and subscribe to Space 2 Theories, because this is just the beginning of humanity's story with the asteroids. And trust me, the next chapter is going to be even more extraordinary. See you in the next one.